to call a state courageous or coward? What other part of the state would one have in mind?
What's new, mon ami?
Have you ordered a new coat for the wine festival?
Yes, you ought to see it.
A crimson gown. And orange and crimson blend about as well as oil and water. Oh, and she's likely to be cross. Very cross.
Do they pay you well, Richard?
And with to look like no nooks there where one could hide. If one was to the games to your liking,
Aren't we, Lord?
it is for the gods. I got 3 doublets, none of which are so.
If you please, Your Grace.
We do... or shall be explained later.
But it's against the rules.
I am the rules. Geralt! At last.
Got a key and a clue.
And I've another. Show me yours. Who wrote this drivel? I begin like a groan, hollowed out with ease, then end like a mouse with a head of hard cheese.
Let's see. Grown. With ease gives us green, right? And mouse with the head of hard cheese. Greenhouse?
You're a genius. Several greenhouses in the gardens, indeed, but only one looks, the key to which looks just like the one we found.
Greenhouse it is then. Let's go. Wait here.
What the butch?
What was that?
I'm here.
This belonged to you, maybe?
It did, but you may keep it. I've a new one. I do not know you. I've done you no harm. Yet first you butchered a Bruxer who was dear to me. Now you pursue me. Why?
You've killed 4 innocent people, at least.
And you? How many innocents have you cut down?
Not here to talk about me.
Yet that is exactly what we are doing. So, did they send you after me? Who are they?
What do you mean, they? Duchess hired me. You've been murdering her subjects.
Is it as simple as that? I would ask you to convey to the Duchess that I've but one victim left, but you'll not get the chance. To stay where you were. Regenerate!
I know you're in trouble. I can help.
I'll help myself!
No, he's my friend.
Yes, Geralt, it's me.
Regis? You all right?
All is well. All's in order. Wounds such as these heal on vampires in moments. But we've not seen one another in ages, my friend. At least in human terms, that is.
How's this even possible? Last I saw you...
I was a bubbling, shapeless smear, having been rather spectacularly melted into a column of a certain castle. In somewhat better shape now, as you can see. Hardly peak form, mind you, but were I human, folk would think me a demigod, I dare say.
I'm sorry. What happened, it was my fault. Never got a chance to apologize.
No need, Geralt. Bygones. I did not have to join you on that expedition. No one twisted my arm.
You being here, not some fortunate coincidence, I take it.
Your powers of deduction seem to have waned not one bit. I'm happy. I came here for Dettlaff. I fear he's become entangled, landed himself in serious trouble.
So that's his name. He's your friend?
You might call it that. Though Dettlaff is, how would you humans put it, more bestial than I am. But not to worry. I'm working on him.
Haven't exactly done a great job with that. He's killed one knight since I got here, at least 3 others before I arrived.
For good reason, I'm sure. Understand, Dettlaff is not some decadent shit who kills for sport, or to assuage a dryness of throat or a dullness of mood.
Seem pretty damn sure of that.
I am, because I know him very well. Despite appearances to the contrary, you two are quite alike. You've both noble hearts, yet you both are wont to perform ignoble deeds. When circumstances force you to, of course.
That was 3 centuries ago.
Blind fear gripped Rivia, Lyria, and Spala. Women and children were dying. Their mutilated, dismembered corpses littered the fields.
Brute of Lyria. Read about it. Chewed up almost 200, then fell to a common poacher supposedly armed with a dagger blessed by some prophet.
It fell to Dettlaff, who then found a poacher asleep in the brush near his snares and dropped the fiend's corpse at his feet. And thus, a legend was born.
Vampires rarely help humans. Must have had his own agenda, hunting the beast.
You err. He slew it for one reason alone. The monster killed a lad who once, in the street, had offered Dettlaff an apple, expecting nothing in return.
Terribly noble of him.
You do not have a monopoly on altruism, my friend. Vilgefortz melted my body. Dettlaff found what was left. As per our codex, he had a choice. To leave me where I was, or to care for me and nurture my remains. He chose the latter, regenerated me at no small expense in his own blood. Do you know what that means to a vampire? The gravity of the endeavor?
Probably same thing it means to a human. You owe him your life.
Much more than that. The act itself made us blood brethren. A bond so strong humans cannot even imagine. Which is why I know something ill is afoot.
Always had an overdeveloped sense of empathy.
Each vampire has a unique talent, one they hone over centuries. It's precisely what renders us so difficult to classify. Dettlaff's trump card is his herd instinct, his tribal propensity. In point of fact, he prefers the company of lesser vampires and shuns that of humans. If he walks among you, killing egregiously, it can only mean something's upsetting, immensely.
Anything specific? Some set of things that'd be likely to set him off?
How should I say this? Dettlaff doesn't understand men, their world, its rules, its conventions. He's naive in a sense. He doesn't comprehend your games, knows not what it means to lie, deceive.
Suggesting he's maladjusted and venting his rage.
I'm suggesting maladjustment can at times breed conflict. But is it the case this time? I cannot say. But intend to find out.
Gotta find him, before something upsets him even more, and all Beauclair is awash with blood.
Well, we share a cause then, just like the old days.
Not entirely. I mean, when I find him, you know.
I know you've a contract on his head. Yet your true task is to stop the beast killing, not necessarily to kill the beast, am I right?
All in all, sure.
Let us find him. By the time we do, I hope I'll have convinced you Dettlaff is no monster.
Fine, all right already. But for now, evidence is stacking up against him.
Hear that?
The posse. Knights must have tracked me here.
I prefer they not find me here. I've makeshift quarters at Mère Lachaise Long Cemetery. We'll meet there.
See you.
Witcher, we flew here as fast as our courses would carry us. Yet I fear we're late all the same. Pray, where is the beast?
Still investigating. About to inspect this site. Withdraw your men before they trample all over the evidence.
Sirs, we must let the Witcher do his work. Milton's murder cannot go unavenged. We must allow the Witcher to ply his trade.
You have no need for a servant, perchance, Master Witcher?
Oh!
Lord!
And? Have you ordered a new coat for the wine festival?
Yes, you ought to see it.
Up, shoop, dum, da, re, re, up, shoop.
Ah!
Stocks and the whip await those running riot. Our duchy values peace and quiet. Don't crowd around. Patrolling on an empty stomach. Patrolling on an empty stomach. Dreadful.
Yes, Geralt?
Wanted to talk. That is...
Why ever would it be?
Thanks for...
Duty calls.
You got it.
I understand.
Around here, it's wine, wine, and more wine. But me...
Or worker, no play, right, Witcher?
I love you.
The Duchess summoned him. I wonder what for.
Yes, like you drunk in the gutter again.
Sweet mother of mine. Life's like an infant. It must be born.
Oh!
Where's that coot gone this time?
Here is the hero we can afford. Witcher, open the unbeliever's eyes.
Feast till the wine barrels run dry. There is no tomorrow.
Life in Beauclair can be quite dear. Death, though, that's always free.
Sure, go on. Drink up while you're young, coin in hand.
I must not go to the magic about this stove.
By the prophet's wounds, a witcher.
Here's some free advice, Watchman. If you've no reason to live to spite others.
Life in Beauclair can be quite dear. Death, though, that's always free.
Boars. Boars everywhere.
My foo-foo aunt on the beach. Have you ever seen a fruit fairy? My tooth! Something!
All is in order! Bagatelle, where is she? She's not in her stall, not in the corral.
I must go to the medical about this door.
Banquets and wine are rather suited for pleasant mirth.
Ooh!
Sir! Sir! A letter for you, sir!
Letter?
Can't rightly say, sir.
Here. And thanks.
No, sir. Thank you. And I truly hope I'll be of service again.
My dear friend.
I've been told you're on a jaunt to Toussaint. I do hope you don't overtax yourself during the wine festival. The effects of such exertion at your age can indeed prove most detrimental. I've come upon some information which might be of interest to you. While browsing through a colleague's book collection, I found mention of one Professor Moreau of Beauclair, who conducted research into Witcher mutations. The details I've come to learn are rather vague, and his laboratory's location remains a mystery. Yet his journal should at least provide hints as to both. It is said he was laid to rest with it in his tomb. I enclose a map I found in the tome I happened upon. Though less than completely legible, I trust it will prove useful nonetheless. Should you grow tired of sampling Beauclair's ladies, wines, and other exquisite delicacies, this matter might prove a fruitful diversion. Investigate at your leisure. Your friend, Yennefer.
A professor who studied Witcher mutations. Might actually be worth looking into.
Endless wonders at the annual Chivalric Tourney. Serving as patron this year, Lady Vivienne de Tabry. Valiant knights from all corners of the world vie for the title of tournament champion.
Where does Celestine wander of late? I did not spy him at the tourney.
He and his...
Sleep strengthens, and wine makes you sleepy.
Greetings, brave hero.
I'm Geralt.
I pay the knight's errand.
For what?
Our knights... note, sir, that should you successfully...
Wouldn't mind a glance at your books. can't help but be curious.
The ducal treasury, of course. Her illustrious highness, it is her state. Pardon me.
Well, see you later.
Go in peace for a night.
A knight, dear children, is a peculiar cross between a loose woman and
pleasure is all mine,
which is to say, he's a ploughing know-it-all.
Is anyone ever won a battle with words?
One more, and another two.
Give us a breather. I've had a deep think. Time for a drink. Another murder by the horrid beast. Milton de Peyrac Peyron falls victim to his own cowardice. Beast of Beauclair has struck again. You will find solace there. Open house and the Beauclair.
A fruitful hunt to you, Witcher. By the prophet's wounds, a Witcher. I feel faint. My head spins.
Put your own house in order first.
Hey there!
Night, love, and wine counsel no half-hearted measures.
Good day! Good day!
Good day.
My regards to you. I feel
Welcome,
faint.
White One.
My head spins.
Fork. Does the word mean anything to you?
Greetings. Hello?
Put your own house in order first.
You look positively charming. Halt. I say, is that Geralt? Geralt of Rivia? Sir! Come to me, please!
A witcher.
My eyes were not deceived. Yet so far south. You, sir, of all folk in all your fame.
Mm-hmm. Me. South in all my fame.
Ah, I've heard so much. Why, when Master Dandelion tarried in Beauclair, not a day passed without him baying out a ballad in admiration of your deeds.
Yeah. Unwelcome little habit of his. But what can I do for you?
You see, my betrothed, Francois Le Goff, vowed in my honor to bring me the head of the horrid beast they call Gretore.
Couldn't have gotten you a bouquet, some sweets in a bag?
Witcher, sir, you jest. A love most true demands proof through heroic deeds dedicated to the heart's captor. But alas, Francois has been gone a fortnight. Thus I must plead with...
This Grottore. Know anything else about it, mademoiselle? Judging by the name.
Yes. From which it prowls when hungry.
Nocturnal.
Francois claimed he would cut the filth.
Do my damnedest to get your fiancé.
I forget you come from afar and do not know.
That close to the city?
Quite the contrary.
I see.
Tough times. Oh, tough indeed.
Tough times.
Sir de Pirac Pirambir. How beautiful. Apchu, dum darere, apchu.
Come on.
Inscriptions in Elder speech. Salvation lies not in Dolnevde, but in our hearts. Damn, we beat Professor's journal's long gone. Guess somebody else found out about it too. Should look around, see if I can find something else. Footprints. Narrow and shallow. Somebody small, light. Woman, maybe? Wonder where they lead. Professor certainly can't do much to help me with my search. Damn it, trail breaks off. Wonder if the grave robber learned more than I did. Won't learn anything else here. Map Yen sent me will have to do. Also, Epitaph mentioned both Ellerin and Dolnevde, Valley of the Nine. site marked on the map's all wet now. Sonratua flows through there. Must be where the Valley of Clay once lay. Need to explore the location.
Everything up.
Prepare to witness wonders at the annual Chivalric Tourney. Surfing it.
Greetings.
A witcher.
Geralt of Rivia.
Brother. Mind you.
Heard of him?
Not quite.
If you know what...
No offense, but do I... No.
What do you have on offer? These diagrams somehow wound up in Toussaint?
Toussaint was...
Heard about him.
And...
Got it.
Yes, what he took... We must...
Where do I look for these...
I know of 5 likely fallen witches, each from a...
Let's talk about the cat.
Here, you see...
The diagram you saw.
Beyond any possibly aware...
School of them.
He made Tien's the witch bust.
The Griffin.
He showed...
Any idea?
No.
Tell me.
If...
What
Legend...
Tell me more.
He... True. This one. Time passed.
Farewell.
Good.
His own cowardice. The beast of Beauclair has struck again. Sir Knight, the pair of head remove from your helmet once daily helps prevent ailments of the sky.
Welcome.
Let me see what you got. So long.
Shortcuts. Be careful. Trample any hopes.
Prepare to witness wonders at the annual Chivalric Tourney.
Wanna play Blind Man's Bride?
Come on!
Welcome home, sir. I am Barnabas Basil Fawlty. By order of the Duchess, I shall serve you as Major Domo of Corvo Bianco. I previously served with distinction at the Nibley family man...
Whoa, Barnabas Basil.
Oh, in that case...
Great. Can already... Vineyard comes a...
Baron Rossel.
He was actually a headsman?
No, not him, but his great... He never hesitated, not once. Never sliced unevenly, never botched a job. Monsieur Bolius, sadly, misfortune...
Shame that.
Not at all. He made even more of it. Began throwing wild balls to which he'd invite friends from far...
Mind giving me...
Not in the least. Behold, sir, your...
Pretty vast.
Indeed.
Been a major domo all your life?
Yes, I come from a long line of major domos. My father was a major domo, as was my grandfather before him, as was my great-aunt. In fact, she was the one to start the tradition.
Great-aunt?
A hard woman. It is said that already as a child, she knew where she was going, and went there. When she arrived in Beauclair, she signed on as a chambermaid at one of the vineyards, then slowly worked her way up to major domo. She dragged the rest of the family up the same path. Follow me, please. The servants' quarters. I occupy the green home. With the Duchess's permission, I have hired a full staff. Their salaries to be paid from the ducal treasury.
Nice of her.
Not the most sightly part of the estate, I admit. But I think it's worthwhile for you as master of the domain to know where the help stays. Baron Rossel ordered the vines in this part of the estate uprooted and olive groves planted in their place. They look beautiful, especially come spring.
Don't look at all bad now, either.
Down below lies your vineyard, where we grow a strain of Carfanere, one of the world's oldest. Aged in oak barrels, it provides for an exquisite wine with distinct blackberry, wild cherry, plum, and cinnamon. Marvelous.
Have to try it one of these days.
There's a night of a famed bar dandelion, and that minstrel and our Duchess once, you know, wink wink.
Nice well. Picturesque.
Yes, though it ran dry long ago. During the raucous feasts Master Bolius held, he would order it filled with wine. There's a tale about a guest attending a Bolius ball for the first time and thus unaware of the custom. He had suffered great heartbreak and had decided to end his life by jumping into the well. The festivities were coming to a close, and the well was nearly empty when the suicidal guest finally jumped. Instead of killing himself, he merely broke his legs. To numb the pain, he drank the wine.
Drank himself to death?
Not at all. When found the next day, he had concluded he'd witnessed twin miracles. The water had been changed into wine, and he had survived. He retired to a monastery in the Dragon Mountains.
May a river of loose stool run through Coronata.
Monsieur Bolius's wife Nina kept a garden here. A supremely lovely place it was.
Bit neglected now.
I agree. Yet nothing stands in the way of restoring it to its former glory, and once again planting it with herbs and other vegetation. Madame Nina planted diminutive, delicate flowers and herbs here. One might say their aroma still hangs in the air.
You're quite the romantic, Barnabas Basil.
Follow me, please.
And what do you get for all that work? A crook in your back once so on in years.
This served as an additional wine cellar in years of plentiful harvests.
Bit of work and it'll make a fine stable for Roach.
The cellars, voila. During Monsieur Bolis's time, wine was kept here, but Baron Rossel used it to store olive oil as well. I took the liberty of cleaning out the mess, which
I made while fighting the Bruxa. Thanks, Barnabas Basil. Appreciate it.
I've worked up to my chin and I've caught some rot.
As you can see, the facade is, how to put it, slightly stained. But one cannot deny it, a certain subtle southern charm.
True, though it could use a bit of subtle paint.
And welcome inside. On the left is the master bedroom. On the right, the dining hall and kitchen. Upstairs, you shall find the guest room, currently used for storage.
Not a bad idea.
At the moment, the house is only minimally furnished. Yet I believe we will, together, devise some innovative arrangements. A few paintings, for instance, would breathe new life into the abode immediately. With that, sir, you've seen the full lay of the land. Corvo Bianco is a beautiful estate. Though one must admit, time has taken its toll. Forgive me for being forward, but if you were to choose to invest a small sum towards its beautification, consider me at your service on the matter.
Think I'll take you up on... Mentioned the place could
Almost decided.
Got these spacious grounds.
Oh, yes. The way I see...
If you don't mind, I'd rather postpone talking about renovations. Need to ask you something else.
Of course, sir, as you wish. What is the nature of your inquiry?
Been thinking about the outer wall.
If I might... not...
It's in your hands, then. Make the place shine.
I shall get to work immediately. Within a day's passing, I shall have sent for the crew which rebuffed the Admiral's residence. They are the finest specialists around. Highly skilled at what they do, it shall not take them too long, I wager. 2 days after they begin, your eyes will behold your residence in its refurbished, rejuvenated, beautified state.
Starting to get into this whole renovating thing. There must be other things we can improve. My armor
Admiral
Good.
Immediately, sir. Will you be needed?
In my...
Of course. Will you be...
That's all for now. Renovations coming along?
Superbly, sir. General refurbishment has been completed, and I took the liberty of adding 2 racks, each upon which you might hang weapons and armor, if you've some pieces you'd like to display. Likewise, I have prepared a few spots in which new in often use.
If you say I should see...
My stomach growls like an angry wolf. If they would just take to work as they take to dance and drink.
Strange. Something behind this wall, I think. A laboratory. Must have been an alchemist at one time.